Yeah, hello children. Welcome to AIMS Today YouTube channel. Here we are going with AIMS India live sessions. We have started these live classes previously. So we are going with that. In the chemistry subject, we are discussing now about rain chapter. For 6th class students, it is one of the chapters. It is rain. Where does it come from? From where we're getting these rains, about these rains, how these are being formed, from where these are being occurred, who are making these, about these all, what are the different forms of water, about these all points we are studying in this chapter, rain. So today our class is on interchangeability of states of water. So earlier we have seen different forms of water. What are the different forms of water, children? Yes, we know there are three forms of water. Water can exist in three forms. Those are solid form ice, liquid form water, and gaseous form. Yes, very good. Water vapor. In these three forms, water exists. So, how can we convert one form of water into another form? That is changing from one form to another form is called interchangeability. So about the changing of water from one form to another form, we are going to study in this session. That is, we say as interchangeability of water or interchangeability of states of water. As we know, water is the only substance that exists naturally in all the three states of matter. Yes, it is one of the interesting point about water. At normal temperatures also, it can exist in three states. If you say at certain countries, the ice will be formed on the floor because of very cool temperatures at normal temperatures, and water is available at the same time. At the in the same place, water vapor also will be in the air. So water is in the form of gas as water vapor. In the ponds there will be water. At the same time, on the mountains there will be ice. So at the same time, water can exist in three forms like this. No other matter can exist in these three forms at the same time. So that is a specialty of water. Of course, other matters also they may change from one form to another form when we apply changes. But naturally, water can exist in three forms. These three forms of water are interconvertible, means one form can be converted into another form, and thus the other form can be reconverted into this form. This all can be done by changes in temperatures. So now we are going to see those different kinds of changes. One of them is melting. The process of changing a solid substance into liquid by heating is called melting. Yes, when a substance is heated, when a solid substance, if it is heated, that converts into liquid form. That conversion of a solid into liquid is called melting. So for example, when ice changes into water, it is called melting of ice. Suppose if you take a small cube of ice from the refrigerator, so inside the refrigerator the temperature will be very low, isn't it, children? If you take that out from a refrigerator, if you keep on the table or some floor, after certain time the ice starts converting into liquid form. Water will be formed there. Ice will be disappeared after certain time. So what's happening there? Ice is melting to form water. That conversion of solid ice into liquid water is called melting. Melting of ice. Okay. A solid substance can be melted only by applying heat. Yes, applying heat only, by applying heat only we can convert a solid substance into liquid form. The melting of a substance takes place at a fixed temperature. So whatever the solid it is, it should be heated to a certain temperature. Then only it starts converting into liquid form. You may get a doubt. We are not heating these ice cubes, but it is converting itself into water. Are we heating ice cubes? Just we are keeping them outside. So we are increasing its temperature from 0 to above temperatures. That itself is nothing but heating. Ice can be in the solid form only below 0 degrees Celsius. This we studied in the earlier classes. So if you are taking it out, mean nothing but we are giving heat from the surroundings. So we are heating nothing but. It is increasing its temperature above 0 degrees Celsius. Hence it is converting into liquid form. The temperature at which a solid substance melts and changes into a liquid is called melting point of that substance. Yes, the temperature at which a solid substance converts into liquid is called its melting point. So every substance will be having a fixed temperature at which it starts converting into liquid form. The fixed temperature at which a solid is converting into liquid is called its melting point. For example, if you see the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, that means when you take out ice after reaching the 0 degrees Celsius temperature, that starts converting into liquid form. After increasing temperature above 0 degrees Celsius only, this ice starts converting into water form. That we say the melting point of ice is 0 degrees. What does it mean? Melting point means the temperature at which a solid substance starts converting into liquid form. That is called melting point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Nice. Next one. One more change in is evaporation. I think you heard these words, evaporation. Let us see what it is. What happens to the water in wet clothes when they are kept in sunlight? Often we will be watching these washing clothes and keeping them in the on the ropes by hanging them on the ropes. Why do they hang those? To make them dry. How this is happening? The water in the wet clothes dry up due to sunlight. So the water present in the wet clothes will be taken out by the sunlight. When we want to dry clothes quickly, we wave them about or keep them under a fan. We want to make the clothes to dry quickly. What do? We take the wet clothes and we wave them fastly. Otherwise, we keep these clothes under the fan. Then they will dry up very fastly. Isn't it, children? Yes. If you heat water kept in a bowl by using a stove, if you take water and if you keep on the stove and if you start heating, you may notice water vapor coming from the bowl. Did you observe this? If you take some amount of water in a bowl and if you start heating this water in the bowl, we can see some fumes or smoke like it is coming out from the bowl. What it is? What do you say? Yes, it is water vapor. Water vapor coming out from the bowl. Thus, when water is heated, it gets converted to vapor and mixes with air in the atmosphere. This is called evaporation. So, what is happening here? When water is heated, it is converting into water vapor. That conversion is called evaporation. Right? The conversion of liquid into gas is called evaporation. Yes, it is given here definition. The process of conversion of a liquid into vapor or gaseous form is called evaporation. And it is also called vaporization also. What it is? Vaporization. Evaporation is also called vaporization. Good. Next. Evaporation is a natural process which takes place on earth. Yes, it is naturally occurring. Now, in all the processes, even we don't need to heat them. And naturally also, this evaporation is being occurred in the atmosphere around us on the earth. Water evaporates continuously from the surfaces of water bodies like seas, oceans, rivers, ponds, lakes. From these all water bodies. What does it mean? Water body means the water containing pools and lakes. This all where water is present. That is called water body. So from the surface of these all water bodies, water will be continuously converting into gaseous form. That we say evaporation. And these changes into water vapor due to the heat supplied by the sunlight. So because of the sunlight falling on the water surface, the surface water converts into vapor form and this water vapor mixes with the air in the atmosphere. Right? The water vapor formed due to evaporation becomes a part of air and cannot usually be seen. So just this water vapor comes into the atmosphere and mixes the air in the atmosphere. So it cannot be seen separately from that air after mixing. The water vapor which enters into air through the process of evaporation forms clouds in the sky. Yes, we see many clouds in the sky. From where these are being formed? From this water vapor obtained from the water bodies. So the water vapor came from the water bodies, reaches the air and the sky and forms like clouds. So these clouds further causes rains that we are going to learn. So these clouds are formed because of the evaporation of water from water bodies. Okay, children. Next property or next conversion, boiling. The process of conversion of a liquid into vapor on heating to a particular temperature is called boiling. Yes, it is slightly different from the evaporation. The process of conversion of a liquid into vapor on heating at a particular temperature is called boiling. So, when a liquid is at a particular temperature, then it starts converting into its gaseous form. That is called boiling. What do we say evaporation? The conversion of gas, liquid into vapor at any temperature. But boiling occurs at a fixed temperature. The conversion of a liquid into its vapor form on heating it to a particular temperature is called boiling. Right? If we start heating water after reaching the temperature 100 degrees Celsius, it starts converting into completely gaseous form. So the boiling point of water is said to be 100 degrees Celsius. What is meant by boiling? The conversion of a liquid at into vapor form at a particular temperature is called boiling. The temperature at which a liquid starts converting into vapor is called boiling point. So, if you take water, it starts converting into gaseous form or water vapor form at 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. What does it mean here? What boiling point? The temperature at which a liquid changes into its gaseous form. If you say water, water converts into gaseous water vapor form at 100 degrees Celsius. So, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Next, boiling occurs when the temperature of a liquid reaches the boiling point of the substance. So, boiling occurs only at a fixed temperature, whereas evaporation can occur at any temperatures. Say, conversion of water from the water bodies into vapor will occur at all the temperatures continuously. But boiling means it occurs only at a fixed temperature. Okay, there is a major difference between the boiling and evaporation. Boiling occurs at a fixed temperature. Evaporation occurs at any temperature. Okay. Next conversion, condensation. It is our common experience that on cold winter mornings, when we speak, we observe smoke-like vapor coming out of our mouths. Have you seen? I think you have experienced this. In the winter mornings, if you wake up and if you speak like this, then some clouds will be coming out from our mouth, like a smoke. Smoke like clouds will come out from our mouth. What is that? Why it is being happened? Do you know, children? Yes, we are going to see that here. In winter, the air in our atmosphere is very cool as compared to the air coming out from our mouth. Yes, in our body, a certain temperature will be there. But in the very early mornings of winter, the temperature in the atmosphere or air will be very low than the temperature in our body. So, water vapor present in the air coming out from our mouth gets cooled suddenly to form very tiny droplets. Yes, when we speak out, along with the air we are exhaling out, certain amount of water vapor also will come out. So this water vapor, when immediately coming out into the atmosphere where it is very cool, this water vapor suddenly converts into small droplets of water. These tiny droplets concentrated in a limited area, because while speaking it is limited, it is expanded or it is converted into droplets in a small area. So, and it appears like a smoke or like a cloud, small cloud around the mouth, near our mouth there. So, because of this reason, we can observe some smoke like or clouds like appearance when we speak in the very cool morning in the winter. Okay, children? I think you got it. Let me say once again. So, when we speak in the early mornings of winter season, we see some smoke-like or clouds-like formation near our mouth. This is because of the conversion of water vapor coming out from our mouth into small droplets suddenly. Why it is converting into small water droplets, this water vapor? Because in the early morning of winter, the temperature in the surroundings or air very cool. This is when compared to the temperature in our body. So when we are speaking out, air will come out from our mouth along with a certain water vapor. So when this water vapor coming and touching this atmospheric air, it suddenly cools and converts immediately into small droplets of water. So because of this reason, we can see small clouds near our mouth when we are speaking or when we blow some air. Okay, that is because of this condensation. Okay, we might have observed that during morning winter, some fog is formed and small dew drops appear on grass, leaves of plants. Have you ever observed this, children? Yeah, you can observe when you in the winter mornings, if you come out and if you see in the gardens or in the farms, on the plants, small grass plants, on the leaves of these, small droplets of water will be appear. See, it is shown here. Like this, small droplets of water will be seen. This is also because of condensation. The water vapor present in the air will be converted into small droplets of water because of very coolness in the air, and that will fall on the leaves of these grass and plants. The small droplets will appear in the morning. This is because of condensation. So what is this condensation here? The process of conversion of water vapor or vapor into water is called condensation. So the common definition is the process of conversion of gaseous form or vapor of a substance into liquid form is called condensation. Conversion of vapor into liquid is called condensation. When water vapor in the air comes in contact with something cool, such as the outside of a cold glass of soft drink or lemonade, the water vapor becomes cool and turns back into liquid water droplets on the outer surface of glass. Yes, this also we might have observed in our daily life. In summers, generally we drink some cool drinks like soft drinks or some fruit juices or some lemonades we take. If you take a glass of cool drink or soft drink or lemonade and if you keep that glass on the table for few seconds or few minutes, after certain time, what do you observe, children? On the surface of the glass outside, we can see small droplets of water on the surface of that glass. From where that is coming? Is it leaking from the glass? From inside it is coming out? No, it is not coming like that. But how these droplets are formed here? Are there any holes in the glass? No, no, it is not at all. It is not coming from inside. So these droplets are because of condensation of condensation of water vapor in the atmosphere. So the water vapor present in the air when touches this glass, immediately the water vapor in the air condenses, means converts into small droplets and sticks on the glass. So because of this, we can observe small water droplets on the surface of the glasses which are containing these cool drinks. Okay, this is because of condensation. Okay, children, that is about condensation. Conversion of gaseous form into liquid form is condensation. This occurs by cooling. Next, freezing. We have seen that when ice is heated, it melts to form water, isn't it? When we heat, if you take the ice from a freezer out, it starts converting into liquid form. That we say melting. It starts melting. The reverse of this is also true. What does it mean reverse? What we are doing? we are heating solid, converting into liquid. So the reverse of this becomes, if you cool liquid, it converts into solid. So that is called freezing. Let us see here definition. That is, when water is cooled, it changes into ice. Yes, when water is cooled, it converts into ice, that is solid form. So the process of changing a liquid into solid by cooling is called freezing, or also called solidification. What is it? The conversion of a liquid into its solid form by cooling is called freezing or solidification. Solidification means making solid from its liquid. That is called freezing or solidification. Yes, children, those are the different kinds of interconversions of water. What did we see there? Once let us recollect. First one, melting, conversion of solid into liquid, and then boiling, conversion of liquid into gas or vapor form. When you cool this vapor again, it converts into liquid form, that is called condensation. And again, if you cool this liquid into solid, it converts into solid, that is called freezing. So these all are called interconversions of water from one form to another form. So let us see here, is all in one glance. See here, all are given. When ice is converted into water, what to be done there? We have to cool or heat. Yes, we have to heat. So when ice is heated, it converts into water. That conversion of ice into water is called melting. If you heat water, again, if you heat water, so heating generally will be shown in the chemical reactions with a triangle that represents the heating. So we can write also heat. So if you heat water, it converts into vapor form or steam. That is called evaporation. If this conversion of liquid into gas occurring at a fixed temperature, that is called also boiling. So commonly water converts into vapor form at all temperatures, that is called evaporation. So reverse of this all we have done in these two processes, heating. If you cool this, what happens? If you cool steam, it converts into water. The conversion of vapor into water is called condensation. Conversion of gas into liquid on cooling is called condensation. If you cool further water, if you cool further into very low temperatures, then what happens? This water converts into solid, COL, cool. This liquid water converts into solid ice. That conversion of liquid into solid is called freezing. So in this way, by changing temperature, water can be changed from one form to another form. To convert a solid into liquid, heat is needed. To convert a liquid into gas, then also heating is needed. If you want to convert a gas into liquid, it should be cooled. If you want to convert a liquid into gas again, it should be cooled further. So for certain conversions, heat is needed. In some other conversions, cooling is needed. So by changing temperatures, water can be converted from one form to another form. It can change from one state to another state among these three. That is called interchangeability of states of water, or interconversion of states of water. Okay, children, I think we hope you understand about these interconversions of states of water. Now we are going to have a small assessment on these interconversions of states of water. Okay, children, get ready to give your answers immediately after watching the questions and options. You can give your options in the live chat. Okay. The first question. The process of conversion of water into water vapor is called. What did we say? The conversion of water into water vapor. What is it, children? Yeah, you can give answer directly without giving options also, you can try. Anyhow, I am giving here options. Condensation, evaporation, freezing, melting. Out of these four, which is correct, children, regarding conversion of water into water vapor? Yes? water into water vapor. Means water is a liquid. Water vapor is a gas. So to convert a liquid into gas, what we have to do? Whether to cool or heat. Yes, we have to heat. To convert a liquid into gas, we have to heat. So the conversion of a liquid into gas on heating is called, yes, is it called condensation? No, it is called, yes, many are very correct answer. Good, very good children. It is evaporation, right? Conversion of a liquid into vapor form is called evaporation or vaporization. Next, the process of conversion of water vapor into water is called water vapor to water. What it is called? Yeah, some of you have given already answer. Very good. See the options: evaporation, distillation, condensation, and the purification. Which is correct, children? Here, the conversion of water vapor into water. So, what is water? A liquid. Water vapor. Sorry, water vapor. It is given now. So, water vapor. It is given. It is asked to convert this into water liquid form. So, gas to liquid. What to be done? You have to cool. When you cool a gas, it converts into liquid form. That is called, yes, good. It is condensation. Conversion of a water vapor into water is called condensation. Conversion of gas into liquid is called condensation. This happens on cooling. Okay, next. In early winter mornings, we can see drops of water on the grass. This is because of, yes, we discussed about this just now. So we observe some droplets of water on the grass in the early mornings of winter. So from where this water is coming? Anybody pouring on the grass? No. Let us see options for what is the correct reason for it. Is it condensation, sublimation, photosynthesis, or evaporation? What is the correct reason for this, children? Yes, you can give answer. Good. Yes, it is. It is condensation. The water vapor in the air starts converting into liquid form because of very coolness in the winter mornings. So these droplets of water will fall down on the leaves and grass. That is appearing like small droplets on the grass. So this is because of condensation of water vapor in the air. Okay, condensation is correct. Next question. The process of changing water into ice is called. What do we call this conversion of water into ice? Water to ice. Oh, good. Already answers are given. Good. Let us see options anyhow. Condensation, evaporation, freezing, and boiling. Yes, what is correct answer? Here we see. Water is a liquid. Converting that into ice. Ice is a solid. Liquid to solid can be done only by cooling. So when you cool a liquid into it converts into solid form. That is called, yes, many have you can correct answer. Right, is it? It is freezing, or it is also called solidification. The conversion of a liquid into solid on cooling is called freezing or solidification. Here, water converts into ice by the process called freezing or solidification. C is correct. Next, oh, the arrow marks are missing. No worry. Actually, A should be like this. So here ice on heating converting to water, water on doing something here, it is converting into water vapor. It is shown here A. I think it is not clear to you. It is A. And water vapor on cooling, it is converting into water. Water on doing something, that is mentioned as B. On doing something B here, water converting into ice form. What are these A and B respectively? They are asking. What are those processes? Either cooling or heating. What they are asking. Let us see options here. First one is A is cool, B is heat. B is heat. B in the option B it is given. A is heat, B is cool. Heat and heat, cool and cool. So what is the correct choice for filling these A and B in the given equations? So to convert water into water vapor, what should we do? Either heating or cooling. What should be? What might be A here? Conversion of water into water vapor will be done by? Yes, good. It is done by heating. When we heat water, it converts into water vapor. Very good. So what about B then? Conversion of water into ice means the conversion of liquid into solid form. So when will be done the conversion of liquid into solid? Either by cooling or heating. Yes, by cooling. When we cool, liquid converts into solid. So A is heating, B is cooling. Where it is in this option. A is respectively they don't know. First one is A, second one is B. So B is correct answer. Okay, children. Next, what do we see on the surface of a glass or beaker containing ice chilled water? Means if you take chilled water, very cool water into a glass, and if you keep that glass or beaker on the certain place for few seconds or few minutes, after certain time we can observe. Okay, they are asking about that. What do we observe on the surface of the glass? When chilled water is taken in the glass, what do we observe on the surface of this glass? Now the options let us see here. First one is ice. Do we see ice? Dust. Will be formed dust on the glass when we take chilled water. Do we see water vapor or water droplets? So what is the correct answer? Oh, already some are given. Good. Now we can try remaining people also. What do we see on the surface of glass when chilled water is taken in that? Yes? Yes, it is water droplets. Like this, if you take any soft drink in the glass and if you keep it outside, on the outside surface of the glass, you can see droplets of water, water droplets. From where these are coming? Did we say as these are coming from inside of the glass through the holes? No, it is not happening. These droplets of water are formed because the water vapor present in the air when it touches the surface of the glass, because of coolness, this water vapor converts into liquid form and small droplets of it will be sticking on the surface of glass. Because of this reason we are able to see those droplets of water. Okay, this is because of condensation of water vapor present in air. Right, children? That is about the interconversions or interchangeability of forms of water, solid, liquid and gaseous forms, conversions. Okay, these are happening because of changing in temperature. So, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and visit our website www.aimstoday.in for latest updates on recorded videos. So if you subscribe, children, if you click on subscribe and you open our YouTube channel, you will be getting all the updates related to our channel. So what are the classes we are going to conduct next? About those classes, immediately you will be getting some notifications. Suppose there is again tomorrow 1/6 class lesson, video session is there. So regarding that video session, immediately you will get some notifications to your mobile in earlier. You will be getting. So directly you can click on that to see the lesson. Okay, in that way you will get updates if you subscribe once our channel. You can click on the subscribe and you open our YouTube channel. And if you miss any classes, live sessions, no worry, you can see this all live session in our website aimstoday.in or www.aimstoday.in. If you go to this website, you can see all the recorded versions of these live classes. These all classes will be loaded into that. Okay. Okay. Thank you, children.